I'd like to start by introducing Mayor Guardian, who I have to say has done a stellar job since he's been in office, but especially this past 6 or 8 months when things have been so rough. He really has been a rock for Atlantic City and always a supporter of ours for as long as we've been here. So I'd like to introduce Mayor Guardian.
Good morning, Atlantic City. No place better than to kick off the summer season than on a pier on the ocean on the boardwalk. When you think of the Jersey Shore, you got to be thinking of Steel Pier. And it may be the Wizard of Oz, but I'm guessing we're going to have a real nice surprise when they do the unveiling in about 30 minutes. It's going to be a great season. My new best friends in Trenton, forget about all those nasty things I said. I didn't mean it. I take it all back. I'm very happy to be back up in Trenton on Thursday because it is Memorial Day weekend, and I think with the blessing of the governor, the Senate president, and the speaker, it's going to give us the stability that many of you have been asking for in our city. So it's a great way to be unlocking that ocean in front of resorts on Friday and kicking off the 2016 season. It's going to be great. We have 3 of the concerts announced. Later this afternoon, I'll be meeting with Live Nation to finalize the next 3 concerts on the beach. We know that Miss America will be back, ending the season for, I believe, the 97th anniversary of Miss America parade and pageant here. And we know that the Chamber will be bringing back the air show to Atlantic City. We got a fabulous new rally with Red Bull over at Bader Field for the first time. That's supposed to be spectacular. And of course the Iron Man as well. So great entertainment lineup in casinos and in Boardwalk Hall. It's time to welcome Philadelphia, New York, and everywhere else back to Atlantic City for a great summer season in 2016. Thank you all for coming out to the wonderful Steel Pier as we kick off the day without any rain and welcome Memorial Day.
Thanks, Mayor. And now I'd like to introduce John Palmieri from the CRDA. And I have to say that CRDA has been a great partner of Steel Pier, continues to be a great partner of Steel Pier, and I'd like to have John say a few words.
Tony, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here representing CRDA. The mayor talked about the number of events that are going to be scheduled for this summer. We are proud sponsors of just about every event. If not the principal and major funder, we are very important players in helping to underwrite the costs associated with bringing signature events to the city and to the tourism district. And so we couldn't be more pleased. I, as well, am very pleased that there seems to be an agreement that has been reached with the legislature and the governor's office regarding support for the city. I mean, we can only be as successful as the city is in the final analysis in supporting all of the many things, the non-gaming amenities that take place within the limits of the tourism district. And so I'm pleased that appear to be at this point, Mayor. I guess we'll know for sure in a day or 2. I want to just close by saying a few things about Steel Pier. This is the iconic amusement. What we do principally through the work that we do at CRDA is to support the creation, the development, the installation of non-gaming amenities. We work with our casino industry partners, we work with our non-gaming partners, but there isn't any one as important really as Steel Pier in providing the kind of footprint for the kind of things that we do here to attract family entertainment and visitation. And we, I think many of you are aware of this, through CRDA have been supporting through a financial support the kinds of improvements that Steel Pier has been making to make this the special place that it is. It's the iconic and historic destination, but new rides, new amenities are all part of that programming, and we at CRDA have been pleased to play a role in making that possible. So we look forward to the holiday. We look forward to a great summer. I had my sunglasses on because it was very sunny. I wanted to kind of bring that vibe to the event. Thank you, Tony, and good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, John. And now I'd like to introduce Mark Giantonio, President and CEO of Resorts, who has been a great partner of ours since the beginning and continues to be. And especially in the last year, we've developed several packages with them, and they've been great supporters of ours. So, Mark.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. I'd like to echo what Tony said about our great mayor. I've known the mayor a very long time, and I'm not sure whoever was in this job could have handled all of the pressure as well as the mayor has, because believe me, I'm sure he's had some nights as he lays in bed thinking, what did he really get himself in for? It was a Herculean task, but the good news is, when the state and the city work together, as it appears is happening now, great things can happen for Atlantic City. And when we think about it, all we're looking for is a stable playing field and an environment to operate successfully. And we have 8 great operators in Atlantic City. I want to just welcome the new management team at the Taj Mahal. I see Alan is here and the guys, and Diane, Tony Rodeo, and everybody. It's wonderful to see a great property like the Taj Mahal have great management, and that's what that property's been looking for a long time and is needed. When Showboat and Revel closed, and then the difficulty at the Taj, we felt it pretty significantly at resorts. Margaritaville and Landshark was just built, and there was a lot of people that were no longer on this side of the boardwalk coming to our operations on the beach. But we think certainly with the leadership at the Taj and that great building as it gets invigorated, things will be much stronger on this side of town and will help resorts as well. So I just want to welcome all of you guys. I have to say some great things about the Catanoso family and Steel Pier. As a kid here, I was probably standing right about here watching the diving horse and all the great things of Steel Pier, and it's such an iconic property when you think about it. Until you're on it, you don't realize the magnitude and scale of this property. But what it is for Atlantic City, it symbolizes what Atlantic City was, is, and what it can be. And so I want to thank John and the guys, the folks at CRDA, for the commitment to Steel Pier. And I know that with great weather, we're going to have a great season here at Steel Pier, and we're just happy to be very close to it. So congratulations, guys. And lastly, I would be remiss not to talk about, the property that I love mostly, which is resorts, and our team that's here today. Morris Bailey, I always say, I have to pinch myself occasionally because I work for a guy like Morris Bailey, who is nobody more committed than that man is to this town. He spent $100 million in the last few years to rejuvenate our property. And it's not only just the rejuvenation, our workforce and our employees really make it happen at the property. If you ever get a chance to go in, you'll see what I mean. But just very quickly, we're going to start off this weekend with the beach ball drop. It's our 3rd annual. It'll be the biggest thing happening in Atlantic City, and we're happy to have the mayor there for it. And hopefully with great weather, we're going to have a great summer season. But we have so many things. The Landshark Bar and Grill, which was just rated the best beach bar in Atlantic City, so we're excited about that. We have Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. We have the good news is I hear Jimmy Buffett's coming to Atlantic City, so that's a great thing. So we'll want to take advantage of that. But we've made some major investments. We have a major room renovation going on, 700 new slot machines. So many things, some of the finest dining with Gallagher's and Capriccios. And I just want to, if you get a chance, come through. I want to showcase, especially to the media, our property and this side of town now that the Taj is back in action. So again, thanks for coming today, and have a great summer.
Thanks, Mark. It's so important. I mean, just one little change, one small change. They happen to be big changes, but one small change at a property can make a difference. And we see that with, we've seen it with resorts, and we're going to see it again with the Taj. And it's critical to us, especially with us. As Showboat closed and Revel closed, we felt it. About 20% of our market came out of Showboat because of the number of families that stayed there. So it had a big impact. But our relationship with the Taj, which hasn't been very good in the last 5 years, has changed dramatically. We already see the difference. And with that property, like Mark said, with that property getting refurbished and coming back online under this new management team, we're very excited. So now I'd like to introduce Diane Spires from the Taj Mahal so she can talk about that.
Good morning. Welcome to Atlantic City. On this sunny day, we're really pleased to be here. We'd like to thank Tony, the mayor, John Palmieri, and all of our partners. To get started, again, I'd like to thank Tony, Bill, and Sharon for creating this press conference today at the Steel Pier and for our partnership. The Taj Mahal is thrilled to be at this end of the boardwalk and to bring excitement. We partnered with Steel Pier, we partnered with Absecon Lighthouse and Atlantic City Cruises by creating hotel packages for our customers to experience what Atlantic City has to offer. There's so much to offer at this end of the boardwalk, especially Steel Pier, where we are offering our guests 1-for-1 comps. As Tony said, we do have a lot to offer as far as partnerships, and it's important that we bring that to this end of the boardwalk and to the city. Speaking of excitement, does anyone remember Nick Wallenda? Well, he's coming back. Nick Wallenda walked the Atlantic City beach on the high wire. He also walked the Grand Canyon. He walked Chicago and many other locations. He will be performing in our Xanadu Theater starting July 9th. And more exciting, he's going to be offering preview shows just above the Steel Pier Bridge on the boardwalk. So he and his family will be doing different stunts, and there'll be excitement to create excitement for his show. But more exciting, he's going to be doing another stunt in Atlantic City. But I can't tell you, unfortunately. In just a few weeks, we'll make that announcement, but it's going to be great for the city, great for our customers, and great for all your customers. We're very excited to bring him back, so look for that exciting announcement to come soon. We have a great lineup. We have Rod Stewart on August 27th, White Snake, and many other entertainers. So what we want you to know is Taj Mahal is committed to our partnerships, to Atlantic City. We're back, the sun is out, Atlantic City is open for business, and we're ready to go. On behalf of the Taj Mahal, Tony Rhodey, and the entire team, thank you, and we look forward to being here today.
Thanks, Diane. Before I forget, and I don't want to forget, we need to thank Larry and Karen from CRDA and Sharon France from Steel Pier for helping put this event on. And you know, if you look around the room, you always see the same faces, and these are the people that are committed to Atlantic City and committed to making Atlantic City succeed. And for the last 26 years that we've been here, we've seen a lot of the same faces, and that's a good thing because people, a lot of people, they believe in it. They don't cut and run. When things get bad, they just stay and they gut it out. And that's why the city's going to come back, and that's why it's been successful, and that's a great help for us. Now I'd like to introduce Sherry Amos from Fantasy Resorts so she can talk a little bit about their operation.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm excited. This is, I guess, my 30th Memorial Day weekend. I was a young college girl, came down to Atlantic City, got a job at the Tropicana, and I haven't left. So I'm really excited about it. I'm especially excited to be working with Fantasy Resorts. I'd like to introduce our COO, Roxanne Passarella, who's here today, and also on behalf of Bruce Kay, who got caught up in New York. He'll be heading down tomorrow. He said hello to everybody and is so excited about the summer season and all the future ambitions and things that are happening ahead of us. Fantasy Resorts, I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with all the amenities, but they own 3 major properties in Atlantic City and Brigantine. They own the Atlantic Palace, Fantasy Resorts flagship, and the La Samana Resort over in Brigantine. We have over close to 1,000 rooms inventory in the city, and we are very progressive in building leisure and resort marketing as well as vacation ownership. As of today, we have 45,000 owners, and we recently got together. I talked with Sharon and Mary from Resorts and Mark and Diane and the group and said we have to get the good word out. You know, our mayor's doing a good job, but he's fighting for us. And we sat down and we penciled out all the investment that's going on in Atlantic City right now, and it came to over $1 billion. So with what Trop's doing, what Borgata's doing, what Flagship's doing, what Fantasy Resorts is doing, Steel Pier, I mean, you just add it all together, over $1 billion is being invested into this city. And that's pretty compelling. I can't think of another resort town that is getting that kind of investment at this time. So it's huge. So we sent that out to our owners. We sent an email blast out to them, and we said, here's the real scoop. You may be reading these negative media stories, but this is the truth. And we bullet pointed all the important amenities, improvements, enhancements, rooms being added to the market, whatever it be, casino investment, and we sent that to them. And that's important that we keep reiterating that out to our guests, for all of us to do that. For our property, right now we're looking at a $50 million expansion of the boardwalk, which will be going down past the flagship all the way to Gardner's Basin. It's in in construction right now. We're looking to, hopefully within about a year, to have that done. And that will make the flagship also a boardwalk property. We'll be adding to that a deck, and the deck will come out from the second floor out over the boardwalk. The deck will be able to be used for parties, events. We're going to have entertainment there, restaurants there. It'll accommodate up to 300 people. I have renderings I can share with some of the media if you'd like to share that. We also, at the Atlantic Palace, right now, the third floor is being converted into a beautiful state-of-the-art spa. It'll have massage rooms. It'll be something that people will want to come to. It'll be something right now, a spa is part of the whole resort experience. So that we're hoping to have done by the fall. Half of it will be done by this summer, and the rest will be done by the fall. At the flagship, we are also putting in a lobby bar and a VIP area for our VIP guests. So we got a lot of exciting things happening. We're excited to be part of Atlantic City's transformation. And 2016 is going to be the best summer ever. With this group, how could it not? So thank you. Oh, thank you to Anthony Catanoso, Sharon, the Catanoso family, Mayor John Palmieri, and our partners at Resorts and Tropicana. Thank you. Have a great summer.
Thank you, Sherry. So let's talk about Steel Pier for a minute. CRDA has been a great partner for us, and we've taken our knocks this winter in the paper. People see it. And I've got to make one thing clear. CRDA has not given us a dime. CRDA has loaned us money, and that's part of their mission statement. And they've done what they're there to do, help non-gaming entities like us. And they've been great partners, and they've been generous, and they've been really progressive, and they have a lot of great vision. And John has really led the charge for us. So everybody knows they helped us when we did our purchase with redoing the pier. To date, we have about $35 million invested before the observation wheel, and CRDA has come up with a third of that by way of loans. Unfortunately, I really didn't take any trips to Italy on the CRDA's dime, even though that was reported in the paper. The manufacturer brought me over there 3 times to inspect the observation wheel as it got packed in the containers to be shipped to the United States. And I'm happy to say 32 containers containing our 200-foot observation wheel is here on our property. And, we have a lot of things going on this summer, a lot of good things. We're retooling the front bar, the back bar. We're happy hours, events, entertainment. John Henderson, probably the best promoter in Atlantic City, is here. And he has approached us, and we're going to be partnering on some events that he'll announce soon. And we're really excited about that. It's going to transform this end of the boardwalk in another way. So there's a lot of great things happening. Again, like I said, we're very excited about the Taj, and we're really excited about our ongoing relationship with Resorts. So we thought, so people would realize that the observation wheel is a real deal, and it's actually here, we would bring a little piece of it today so everybody can see it. So if my guys would help us unveil, we're going to let you take a look, get inside it, feel it, touch it. But we brought one of our gondolas up so you can see what you're going to be riding in at 200 feet in the air. So I can't give you an exact groundbreaking yet, but it's going to happen in 2017. You'll be riding in it right off the side of the pier, 200 feet in the air. You'll have the best view in the town. And, we'd like to thank you all for coming out today, and then, come and take a look at the gondola.